Good morning. So it's week number 4 on my road to recovery, and my friend here, Darren, has dragged us out to the stairs, which I'm very grateful for. So our plan is to run the stairs, and then we're going to go to another set of stairs that we've also enjoyed running over the summer to see how we fare up against those as well. So today is about just getting out there, getting moving and enjoying the last day of 2018 and starting 2019 on a good foot. Feeling good, feeling ready to attack the new year. So I'm looking forward to this. It's going to be tough, but as they say, nothing worth having is easy, and also you know you're going to enjoy having it when you get there, and you're going to feel so good when you get to the top. So we're going to go and do this, and I'll take you for the ride as well. So we are 3 sets down. How are we feeling, team?
Not too bad.
Feeling strong,
Absolutely.
feeling good. So happy to be here. Look at this view. What's the plan next?
I might do one more set, straight up the middle. We've done this last time. Speed. I'll leave you to it.
Yeah. All right. So the bar's been set by Darren. He's saying that we're going to do one more up the middle as fast as you can. If I remember correctly, Darren, you got 55 seconds last time. Wow. Yeah, something like that. 51, I think it's 55. Yeah, so, aim is to get under a minute. Wish us luck. 10 sets done with the guys. Nikki's on her way. We have just basically chased the man up the stairs. The poor guy didn't know what hit him. So he definitely sped up while we were trying to catch him, but we did make it after we were far too competitive not to pick somebody up the stairs. And here's Nikki, set number 10. Last week she did 5. Shows what you can do when you train with the right team. Woo! Amazing, my guys. Good morning, happy New Year's Day. I've started my New Year's by running this set of stairs this morning. I've done 10 sets in just over 12.5 minutes. Start the year as you mean to go on is what I say. And now we're going for breakfast. So what the view we've got, running the stairs, and then we're going to go and find somewhere for breakfast along the seafront. My dad, who's my hero, has also run, and my mum, who's hiding in the background, she's also walked a few sets of stairs, here she is, and done some filming for me, which is very kind of her. So this year, what I'm going to say to you is simply follow your heart, because you won't go wrong. It is the 5th of January, it's Saturday, and my dad's got a surprise for me, hence the blanket and the coffee.
Morning.
We're going to the gym in his car.
Oh, what fun we're going to have.
How do you feel about this?
Run along the seafront, lovely, get yourself wrapped up warm, no worries. We're hardcore.
So wish me luck. I don't think I've ever been in a sports car with its roof down on the 5th of January in about 4 degrees. But if you're going to live, do it properly and experience everything it has to offer, including this.
Too right.
All a bit of fun, so I'll take you on the journey just for the laughs. Here we are, the seafront.
Here we are.
And I'm very upset because there's no sunshine. If I'm going to be in an open top car, I order the sun.
Well, it's not going to be commanded by you, that's for sure.
Actually, if you think about it, it's a bit too early for the sun to be out. Look, I mean, what time is it? 8:15 in the morning?
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, it's just too early. It's having a lie. But come 9 o'clock, they say this mist is going to lift and it's going to be a beautiful sunny day.
So that's the day's weather, guys.
Yeah,
if you wondered. The new weatherman over here.
Yes, that's
letting
me.
us know.
And if you need to know high tide times, please refer to the internet. Thank you.
I must say, with the blankets that we both have, and I do also have a coffee, I'm actually really warm.
Yeah, there you go.
So, don't knock it till you tried it. And I'm guaranteed to make you laugh and make those you pass by give you a look. Probably of madness, but that's what we're all about in the Holmes family. Being different, being a bit off the wall, because we have more fun that way.
Too right, we certainly do. I mean, who'd want to have the roof up on this car on a beautiful day like today? Oh, well, no one, obviously.
I mean, look. No sun. It's a beautiful day.
It's the way you look at it, you see. It's all a point of perspective. If your perspective is, it's just great to be alive and just get out there and do it, then who cares? As long as it doesn't rain, because that is a bit miserable.
That might be a bit of a problem. But he's right. So we're going to finish on that note. It's a strong sentence to finish on. So we're going to go to the gym now.
We certainly are.
And he doesn't know what he's in for yet, so wish him luck. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. As you've seen, I've been pretty busy training super hard in the gym. To end this video, I just want to talk to you all about the medications and treatments that I do on a regular basis so that you at home can learn a bit more about CF, or my CF, especially if you do have CF yourself. Sometimes it can be very interesting to learn about what other people do, especially when it comes down to medication and what works best for them. Of course, bearing in mind that cystic fibrosis is very individual and that is why it is super hard to treat. But I'm hoping that by sharing exactly the medications that I'm on, that it might help you at home. So we will start with what I have in my hand, which is a medication called DNase. So DNase I administer via my iNeb, which I'm very lucky to have, because from doing research and talking to many of you, I realised that many of you still have the big nebulizers, or the ones that you have to put out the window. So I'm very lucky to have that. And the only reason, to clarify, that I am able to have that nebulizer is because I'm also on a medication called Promixin, as you can see, which is colamycin. So it's this drug company that supplies me with this, but I can also use the DNase with it. So DNase has to be kept in the fridge, and I do it once per day, first thing in the morning, and I use about 1 milliliter of that, which seems a real shame when you've got this much in the tube, but that is the dose I'm on, and I am told that you can't reuse it once it's been unsealed. So DNase basically helps with the, let me get this right because this is super hard to say, it's viscoelasticity of your sputum in your lungs. So basically it aids clearance of your lungs when you're doing physio or when you're doing exercise. So it's easier for you to get anything that is on your chest off your chest, because that is the aim of the game. And it is a medication I've been on for about 5 years, and I found it super, super effective. So if it's been offered to you, I would recommend it, because it has made the world of difference to the way my chest feels and the way it moves. Okay, so already mentioned, Promixin, Colamycin, drawn up with needles and sodium chloride. So I do this nebulizer twice a day, and as I've said before, it goes in this. So once in the morning, once at night, hopefully about 12 hours apart. That's the recommendation. And this one I've actually been on for my entire life. However, for about 4 years, I was on the alternative known as Colobreathe, which is an inhaled powder, but recently come off that because it wasn't as effective in keeping the Pseudomonas that I tend to grow in my lungs at bay. So I wanted to go back to the nebulizer. The reason I was on the Colobreathe in the first place was because if you follow me, you know that I go off and do all these amazing challenges, and for me to take nebulizers and needles up mountains is near enough impossible. So that was the best alternative. But because I'm on another dry powder, I will just make sure that I time it, that when I go away, I am on that one rather than the wet nebulizer. Leading on to that, so I'm on 2 dry powders. So with the Promixin, you have to alternate months. On an alternate month, I have a drug called tobramycin, but I use the Toby Podhaler, which is 8 capsules a day, 4 morning and night. In one of these, you basically pop these out, put it in there and breathe it in. So couldn't be simpler or quicker. This is another drug that I found for me works super well, and it's so easy because even if I've got an early start, I can always take it in my bag and do it as soon as I get to work. So there is never an excuse, because there is a reason for these medications. And my number one priority is my health, because I have a life to lead and I have so many things I want to do and see. So for me, it is so important to ensure that I do everything I can and keep the discipline in, because if you cannot be disciplined about your medication regime, about your training, or about your nutrition, your body will suffer, and over time that suffering builds up. And if we don't want that, then we need to learn a level of discipline, and discipline and consistency are the keys to a successful long life for me. So I'm hoping that by sharing this with you, you can then apply it to your life, and hopefully your lives can begin to change. As does the Promixin. Obviously, Toby Podhaler also treats the Pseudomonas, because that is what is susceptible in my lungs. So long as I keep my treatments regular and in the routine that I've set myself, then I find that the Pseudomonas doesn't ever cause me a problem. I do not even remember the last time I was on antibiotics. So this is what I'm saying. This is why I'm encouraging you to find a routine and find consistency and make your health a priority, because you can always make time, because without your health, you will struggle. And I know that I'm really lucky, and not everybody out there is able to control their health as well as me, but it's about doing the best you can for you and your health. So the way Bronchitol works is by an osmotic effect. Bronchitol is a sugar alcohol, and basically what it does is helps your sputum to be less viscous, so it's easier to clear out of your lungs. That is the easy and short answer, because I did a bit of research on this one, because although I know why I take it, I wanted to give you as much facts as I can. And in this article that I've just read, it actually says the full effects as to how it aids cystic fibrosis is unknown, but it has a huge impact, and it's actually made such a huge difference to my lungs. And even if I did happen to miss one day, I can totally feel the difference. So it helps me clear my lungs, it helps keep my lungs open and healthy. So if you have been offered it, this is another one I would highly recommend, and I've probably been on it about 4 years now. The other medications that I take alongside all of my ones for my lungs, I take Creon 10,000, I take about 50 of those a day. I have so many of you messaging me as to why I am on this dose. I have tried the higher doses, the 25,000s and up. They just don't suit with me, so I would rather stick with something that I know I can control, and I know that my body works best, because about 6 years ago, I did suffer with DOS, which is an obstruction problem within your bowel, and my appendix, funnily enough, was wrongly removed. So because I know it works and I know how to control it with my food, I'm happy to take a few more tablets every single day. Alongside that, I'm on azithromycin, 250 milligrams, 3 times a week. I'm also on Also, daily I'm on vitamin A, calcium tablets, and as an extra away from the doctors, I take probiotics for my stomach. I take turmeric and I take garlic, just because they're super healthy for you and they do help with inflammation within your body. So I like to try and do my best and my bit to try and help my body, because our bodies are incredible things and they work so hard for us that I like to try and give back as much as I can. Okay, so last week I had a surprise come through the post, and not one that was super exciting. Basically, I have my annual review in 4 weeks, which means my road to recovery has just been cut down by 2 weeks. So basically, I'm going to be increasing the intensity of what I'm doing with my workouts, with my rest, with my food, and my full focus is to absolutely smash that appointment. My aim is to beat last year's, which was FEV1 95%. If I can match that or beat that, I am going to be the happiest person in the world, especially because I'm fighting back from FEV1 70%. But I believe anything is possible because I've increased my lung function from 50% before. So for me, this is something that I know how to do, and I have something very special to share with you very soon, which means you can also push yourself and hopefully achieve the same results. I also, in the coming weeks, have some exciting things to share with you. I have a session that is going to teach me how to breathe properly, which sounds a bit crazy, but I cannot wait to share with you because the guy that I'm going to be doing this with is absolutely incredible. He has managed to help so many people with medical problems, so I'm excited to share that with you. I'm also sharing with you other parts of my life to show that it is so important for you to have fun, because it's all part of it. Because if you're solely focused on one thing, I find sometimes you get a bit too obsessed with it and it can actually affect your results. So between pushing limits in the gym and sleeping and eating, you have to make sure that you're laughing and having fun and surrounding yourself with people that make you feel amazing. So that is all part of the recovery as well. So my tasks for you this week, one of them is please try your best to find a routine that suits you for your health. So whether it be in medication, training, meal prepping with food, or scheduling in some more fun, because it is so important. Another one is, if you're not very good at being disciplined, start building on this, because discipline will help you in the long run, because you have to have a certain level of discipline to get anywhere in life, whether it be with your health, whether it be with your career. So make lists, tick them off, because it's super satisfying and you will feel so much better. I promise you, you will exceed expectations if you just stay disciplined. Number 3, so write down every single day 5 things that you're grateful for, and notice what makes your mood better, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel on fire, what makes you laugh, because these are the things you need to add into your life. But I also want you to note down what doesn't, because these are the things that you are going to be eradicating. Because although it sounds a bit harsh, if you can get rid of anything negative or anything that makes you feel bad, even if that is a person, please do it, because your life will start to change. Number 4, have more time for you. Something that I've been doing recently is cutting back on the racing around that I've been doing, having more time for me. I feel happier, I feel calmer, I've got loads more energy, although I've always got loads of energy anyway. And it's made such a real difference to my life on so many levels. I feel like I've kind of turned a corner. So I've massively learned from this, and I hope that with me sharing it with you, you can too. Number 5, so if there's ever anything that you've always wanted to try, your last task of this week is to go and give it a go. I had a few people recently messaging me that they've always wanted to give boxing a go, and because I've been sharing my training, they've gone and done it and they bloody love it. So if there's something like that that you've been wanting to try, I challenge you to go and book the session, go and do it. It could be anything from fitness to going to a restaurant to walking somewhere on your own. So I challenge you to go and do it, because I promise that not only will you feel better and more confident, you'll be so proud that you've gone and done it. And as they say, and one of my favourite sayings is, you have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, because that is where the progression happens. My next Road to Recovery video will be in 2 weeks' time, because I'm getting my head down, because I'm creating something special for you. So I just need some more time so that I can get this launched, because it's something very exciting and something I can't wait to share with you. So I appreciate your patience, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. In the meantime, if you do have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. Message me on my Instagram and I will include them in next week's video. But thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you all my love, and please give this a like, please subscribe, and please share it, because I am on a mission to make an impact on this world, and a positive one on that. And I hope that even by sharing this with one person, it might be able to change one person's life. And if it does, then I'm going to be a very happy person. So have an amazing week, and I will see you very soon.